Okay, so I did a, forgive me, I'm not going to have my face in here because it's more important for you to see what I'm checking here with the frames. Did a quick queen graft yesterday. You know, this pollen sub really just blows me away. Even when there's natural resources coming in, they still devour this. This is NutriBee. And yeah, I really love the results that I'm seeing from it. But anyways, this is our let me see, here we go. This is my graft frame. And so, you know, because we had such a devastating winter loss, I have been focusing mainly this year on increasing our numbers. And so because of that, I haven't made the type of resources that I usually would have for building a good cell builder, which is a colony just jam-packed with bees. Jam-packed with bees, fed well, with good protein supplement right by the cells, and that have no larvae, so that all of their attention and resources can go towards the grafts. These ones was trying to just get knocked out quickly, and I don't know if you can see, but look at this. Okay, so I did, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I think I've got like 28 cells that I grafted, 24 taken, and I did these really quick. I mean, I'm surprised how many actually have taken, and it's a perfect example of how, you know, rearing queens can seem really intimidating, and you know, there's a lot of technicalities that can go into it, in the sense of, you know, the selection of the breeding of your bees and everything. For me, I keep it pretty simple, and that's just, you know, in my own operation. Let me just get this put together, and then I'll actually do some FaceTime here. In my own operation, I simply look for bees that our 2 breeder colonies this year were actually, one of them overwintered here, did absolutely excellent. They were jam-packed with bees through the entire winter. Great mite load, as in the mite load wasn't that bad. Great honey production, great attitude. So I had one hive that just head and shoulders above all the rest that wintered up here. Same deal with the colonies that I sent down to California. So I'm breeding from those 2. Makes sense, just common sense. The way that I put these together, so this nuke that I'm using to do those queen cells is queen right. But what I have done is I've chosen first off a nuke that was very strong, full of bees. I've actually taken a frame of brood and a frame of bees out of here before I did these cells, just because they were so strong. They had about 7 frames, 7 frames of brood and 8 frame nukes. So, I mean, they're getting ready to go gangbusters, and they'd swarm if I hadn't done that. So anyways, but this is a queen right nuke, and what I did was actually took an extra frame out of here of brood, gave it to a weaker nuke over somewhere, I can't remember where I went to with it. Took another frame of captive brood from here, moved it up here. But before I did that, I shook all the bees off here. All the bees that were here, I shook down into here. Those 2 frames I took out of there, I replaced with empty comb. So that queen can continue to lay. It's going to take the swarm impulse out, and it's going to give her room. Queen excluder, second box, plus a slot for where my queen grafts went into. And then pollen sub, and I mean, what's that, 20, I can't remember what I counted, 24 queen cells out of 28 that I grafted. You know, say that 80% of those 24 mate successfully. You've still saved yourself a ton of money, and grafting is really not that difficult. I'll maybe try to make a quick video and show you the process. I use a Chinese grafting tool. Real simple. I mean, from start to finish, like I said, this is not my preferred way of raising queens, but just because of the way that we're doing this year, it maybe took me all of 15 to 20 minutes to approach this nuke, identify it as strong enough, wanting to do my queen cells in this one, shaking the bees down, dispersing some frames, grabbing a frame of larvae young enough from my breeder, grafting it into those cups, closing it up. That was yesterday. And now I'm just coming back to take a peek to see what acceptance rates are. So learn how to rear your own queens. There's a bunch of different ways you can do queen cells, emergency cells if you want, but grafting is a great skill to learn. You can do it on a queen right hive. There are some things that you have to be careful with, such as I found that usually I'll take these out 4 days before they hatch, whereas a lot of others and queen builders, well, it depends. There's a multitude of ways to do queen breeding. I have an incubator that I can move the cells into, but I'm just not set up with that this year. We're actually just working on getting power restored in a building that we're doing work on. So, but 4 days before they are set to hatch, I remove them, and that because I have noticed that sometimes when I have in the past put queen cells or been raising queen cells above a queen right colony, sometimes I have seen them swarm. Because you think about that, as far as the colony is concerned, if they have a bunch of queen cells, those are most likely going to be registered as swarm cells in just the colony's behavior. And so anyways, I take them out 4 days before, so what is that, 10 days after grafting? No, 7. 7 days? Yeah, 7 days after grafting, take the cells out, place them where I want them. So anyways, just wanted to give you a heads up on that. Learn how to graft queens. It is well worth your investment and time.